Hello everyone. In today's lecture, we are going to see about the different types of lines used in building planning and drawing. Types of lines. All the lines in a drawing should have significance or they have no reason to be on drawing. All the lines should be dense, clean and black to produce good prints. A full line should be used to show the visible outline. The thickness of the line should vary according to the purpose. A line showing a wall should be more prominent and heavy than the line showing dimensions. Thickness of line should be in accordance with accuracy and the types of drawing. Here it is given that the minimum thickness should not be less than 0.2 mm. So the minimum thickness of line, it should not be less than 0.2 mm. Next, the pressure should be uniform and the pencil should be sharp, and the pressure should be varied for the heavy or light lines according to the purpose. Wherever required, a chisel pointed pencil should be used, and conventional pencil is definitely preferable to the clutch pencil, that is your lead pencil. Let us see the types of lines. First is visible outline, second one is center line, third is hidden line, fourth is section line, fifth is dimension line, sixth one is extension line, seventh is pointer line. Visible outline. First we will see about the visible outline. The visible outlines should be outstanding in appearance in the drawing, and a thick line may be 0.60, 0.80, 1 or 1.30 mm according to the purpose. Next is center lines. So this line should project for a short distance beyond the outline to which they refer. But in order to aid dimensioning or to correlate the views, they should be suitably extended so that the dimension figures are clear of drawing outlines. Alternate long and short lines should have a proportion ranging from 6:1 to 4:1, closely and evenly spaced. But in any drawing, the ratio once adopted should be maintained. So in last two slides, the center lines, visible lines, all the lines are given how they are drawn. So in last two slides you will get to know how they are drawn. Hidden lines. These lines show hidden or interior surface. It shows the interior surface or the work to be removed. They should be included only where their use definitely assist in the interpretation of the drawing. These lines consisting of small dashes, then closely and evenly spaced, should be used to represent the hidden lines. They should begin with dash cutting the adjoining outline, and all the lines should join the corners. Then again, broken lines are used on the plans to show the various lines of the roofs, such as ridge, valley, caves, gable board, truss, RCC loft, canopy, chhajja, etc. And the next line is section lines. So the cutting plane on which a section has been taken should be indicated by a thick long dash and two short dashes, alternately and evenly spaced, and the lettered at the ends. Dimension lines. These lines should be thin full lines so as to contrast with the heavier outlines of the drawing, and should be placed outside the figure wherever possible. The drawing is useful only when dimensions are correct and the manner of placement is easy to read. Mistakes can be avoided and a lot of time can be saved by use of the correct dimensions. Extension lines. So these are the light or thin lines drawn from the extremities of the feature requiring dimension. These lines should not touch the feature but should start from distance of 2 mm and the line should extend to about 4 mm beyond the dimensioning line. Pointer lines, also known as leaders. So sometimes it is not possible to write the note or name and the dimension figure near the feature of the drawing to which it relates. So in such cases it is written slightly away from the figure, and the line known as leaders or pointer lines are drawn from the notes, names, figures, etc. apply. So these are thin straight lines terminated by arrowheads or dots. Arrowheads should always terminate on a line, dots should terminate within the outline of the object. The leaders may terminate in a short horizontal bar at mid height of the lettering at the beginning or at the end of the note. Next is arrowheads or dots. So these are used to terminate the dimension lines. So the length of an arrowhead is about 4 times the depth. The space of the arrowhead should be filled in, and when a dot is used it should be placed at the extension line and the dimension line. They should be neat and uniform with their points just touching the extension lines. So this image shows us the different types of lines, that is visible outline, thick how it is drawn, then center line thin. So it is drawn in the ratio of 6:1 or 4:1. Then hidden line, that is medium. Thickness of the lines are given on the right side. Section lines, that is alternate 2 short 1 long dashes. Dimension lines, and last one is the extension line. Thank you.